We understand that money is not the root of all evil. Money is actually the root of all good. If I would have known these three things when I first started manifesting, I would have had a better understanding of money and also known what to expect as the money began to change. Hey everybody, I'm Thais. Welcome back to Abundance Nation. Thank you to those of you who are returning. And if you're new here, I am Thais, leader of the Abundant Nation, where I give you tips and tricks on the law of attraction to make all the changes in your life so that you can get back to doing the things that really matter. I'm a former teacher with degrees in both psychology and specialized learning methods. So I put a scientific and research-based spin on how to retrain your brain so that you automatically accept those new concepts and reprogram your subconscious mind, which automatically brings you into abundance. So these 3D realities, you're still gonna have to overcome. These are things that may still be left around as you have found this manifestation thing. So about 4 years ago, that's when I discovered manifestation. 2020. We all know there was nothing else to do during that time because of COVID and the pandemic. And I was like, oh my God, if I just think better, the money's going to be better. And I was like, yay, who says no to that? And even though abundance began to flow into my life as I made an agreement, a conscious agreement to believe more, to say yes to those things that I want, I was like, wait a minute, but my money in my 3D reality is still kind of jacked up. So as you are in your transition to this abundant state, like now, none of this stuff bothers me, but in the beginning, you need to know this just so that you know you're on the right track and that you are manifesting abundance in your life. So number one, when we get into this whole spiritual thing, we want to tell everyone about it. Oh my gosh, if you just start saying affirmations, or if you want to do 369 method, or if you want to do this, you're going to have more money. And everybody's going to look at you like you're crazy. This is a solo journey. We want to bring everybody along with us. But remember, money, what did they tell us growing up? What are the two things you don't talk about? Money and politics. And so many times people aren't going to talk about money. Now, they will be more than happy to be flashy and say that they bought this and they bought that, but they don't want to talk about the heart of money, the energy of money, that it is a spirit, not just a thing. And so keep it to yourself, because in the beginning, I was telling everybody about it, and especially those close to me. And baby, I was already the black sheep of the family. I'm really now. And it's okay with me, but I didn't realize that this was supposed to be a solo journey, because at that time I was talking too much. And so in just talking with people who don't believe what you believe or are ready to embark on a positive journey with money, no, don't do it, only because you don't want to increase any doubt. That's why we say stop talking. Stop talking and telling everybody your business, because then they will project through your subconscious mind how you already feel about it, because you're starting something new. You may have some doubt because you're trying it out. So solo journey. And also, number two, you're going to still have late and overdue bills. Those things don't just disappear overnight. So as your karmic cycle with money, right, is reverberating and changing and shifting, and more is being created in you, there's going to be times you're like, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm manifesting this extra money, but I'm still like, my credit score is not 800. I'm not here. I'm not there. And the thing is, you can't be so encapsulated with where you're supposed to be, instead of appreciating where you are and knowing that that's not going to be your story anymore. So it's okay to want to manifest money, to still be experiencing these 3D realities, like people don't believe in what it is you believe. You still have overdue bills and collections. Like, I manifested myself broke, and that's a story I can't wait to share with you guys. And I had to go through credit repair. And at one point, I was almost at an 800, okay? When you talk about the interest rates and all that stuff up there, but then I had to realize, right? I was like, you know what, Thais? You took a risk and a flex for yourself. And that may have involved you needing something else to help you. And guess what? But now my credit is way back on track. I didn't miss out on anything. I still got to do all the things I needed to do and wanted to do. And so it's okay if you still have to utilize those types of resources in order to get to the end game, because we're finishing out and cycling out what it is we've been experiencing and manifesting, what it is that we used to believe about money. So don't get upset if you still have collections and late bills and the things you might have to do in order to get to that next step. And I wanted to be vulnerable and share that because nobody talks about that. We always get to the end story, but we don't get the beginning story. We get, oh, I was broke. Now I got money because I changed my thoughts. Well, yeah, but you're still going to have some of those 3D realities left over as the new abundance is coming in. The abundance that's your birthright, what you believe, what you're assuming and believing within your self-concept about yourself and about yourself with money. And lastly, in the beginning of your journey, it's good not to listen to too many people talk about money, because everybody's going to have their own thoughts, their own views, their own opinions. And so you have to be brave enough to create your own story with money. I know I had a cousin, okay? Every year she would send me these links to how to create additional money in your life. And it was funny because it was from Dave Ramsey, and I was like, at one point I was like, yeah, I need to be doing these things. And then now I'm like, okay, now I can do them, because what can happen is if Dave Ramsey, okay, if all the financial gurus, Susie and all the rest, and whoever you may follow here on YouTube or others on other platforms, like if they're saying you need to save 30% of your income, at the time I started manifesting, I may have just been at a point where I was at 10%. Now I'm at a point where I'm close to 40. I'm at a point where I'm able to put almost half of what it is that I'm receiving in this state that I have created for myself away. And so I will tell you what I do with that money that I put away. I don't call it a savings account. I don't call it a rainy day account, because I know words have power. And I used to have rainy day accounts. And then guess what? What came? The rain. And so we'll begin to start talking about how to reshape your relationship with money through how you talk about it, how you label it in your bank account, and also how you move it. Okay, money likes to be circulated. It likes to move. And so continue to follow me, and I will give you these tips, because nobody's talking about these things. Nobody's talking about these things. It's all generic. It's all beautiful. But it is my goal. It's my goal before I get up off this planet, before I get up off this earth, I've got to bring at least 1 million souls with me to abundance. Because the more money there is in the world, that means that's more opportunity, that's more happiness, that's more joy, because we understand that money is not the root of all evil. Money is actually the root of all good. It's a person's self-concept that they develop and assume for themselves when they have money. It's not the money itself. So what that Bible verse should really say is a person can be the root of all evil. It's not the money, because I don't know any rich person, no matter how difficult, no matter how much they hate their life, I don't see anybody running to the bank, asking for it in cash and throwing it over the overpass. Do you know anybody? If you do, please let me know in the comments, because I would like to actually consult with them and see why they wanted to give it all up. Okay? But I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody. And so that is a societal, a 3D belief that they have implanted in your mind so that you won't want it. But baby, you want it, And it's okay to want money. Thanks so much for watching this video with me. Trust me, we're on a journey to what? If I want to help 1 million souls, baby, that means 1 million in each bank account. Let's go. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this video. See you next time. Bye.